Welcome back, everyone. My name is Eltimar, and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous, where we left off last time. We were about to leave Eltimar. We're going to step into the portal. You have a long and dangerous journey ahead. There'll be no turning back, and you will only be able to rely on yourself and your companions. For departing this deadly and dangerous mission, you may be wise to check your equipment meticulously and complete all unfinished business, because the opportunity to come back here may never appear again. And yet, we're leaving. The route marked on the map connects Alanithia and Caulifere. Maybe it's Solifere. I'm gonna go Solifere, it sounds cooler. Soft sea. With a black line, it is straight and steadfast, just like the commander himself, determined to catch and slay his enemy Xvim, Baphomet's daughter, at all cost. The commander's crew looks impressive and menacing, a gang of hardened sea wolves and experienced aeronauts handpicked by Nocticula. Even the ship itself has the predatory silhouette of a military craft, not to mention a stockpile of supplies and a formidable arsenal. I think that's where we're starting here, and then we're going there? I don't know. We'll see. The voyage is only just underway, but the commander and his crew are already facing their first challenge. Having spotted the lone ship, a flock of harpies rises from the coastal rocks. Armed with hooked talons and carnivorous grins, they rush upwards, squawking. Eerie, harmonious, and enchanting songs fill the air. The gaze of some sailors goes blank as they cast away their lines and walk unsteadily towards the ship's broadside, to step into the void where the sweet-voiced songstresses are waiting for them. Chase the harpies off with weapon fire and battle cries. Even for an experienced archer, hitting a nimble harpy in midair is no mean feat, but somehow the crew manages to strike down several with well-aimed shots. The screams of fury drown out the enchanting songs, and the crew drives the winged predators away from the ship. With shrieks of disappointment, they continue circling in the distance for a while, but then head off in search of less dangerous prey. Many cultures consider malice and belligerence to be contagious diseases. In the Abyss, one particular place transmits such quarrels in the air like a noxious miasma. This place is Mara Island, and the ship is flying right over it. Discord-sowing whispers fill the thoughts of every crew member. Sailors suddenly begin casting hostile glances at each other, while muted but merciless brawls break out here and there, with almost no provocation. Such is the aura of Mara Island, the heart of malice and disorder, a cauldron of the affliction known as strife. Tension and hostility between crew seem to grow by the second, and a stabbing seems imminent. For no apparent reason at all, a bloody and violent fight breaks out below deck. In the blink of an eye, it ends just as quickly. The hearts of the victors fill with horror as they gaze at the sight of their comrades' lifeless bodies at their feet. The commander, who is just passing by, barely avoids a pointless death at the hands of a cleaver-brandishing sailor. Had the blade swung a few inches closer, it would have buried itself in his heart. Having reaped her bloody harvest from the ship, Mera mercifully releases it from her grasp. Infuriated, the captain of Nocticula's ship draws his weapon and personally executes the combatants who dared wound a guest, entrusted to him by the Lady in Shadow. With a trembling voice, he assures the commander that transgression will never be repeated. A hurricane of enormous proportions rages towards the ship, threatening to crush the boat like an eggshell. A whirlwind rips a gaping sailor from the tackle and tears him apart in mid-air. The wind catches the ship and draws it into a deadly dance. The elemental embrace lasts for hours, days, or maybe months. Within the stormy darkness and the chaos of crashing, salty waves, mere moments seem like an eternity. It feels as if the wild winds have subdued even time itself, twisting it into a bizarre spiral. The commander can barely make out the dark shape of the island called Elir below, offering a chance that the ship might seek refuge there, but what dangers might await the vessel on land? Would it be smarter to make a valiant attempt to drive the ship through the raging elements? We will stay the course, despite the hurricane. The abyss is filled with vile creatures that threaten the lives of courageous aeronauts. Some of them are sentient, others less so. But while attempting to avoid them all, it's easy to forget about the mightiest and cruelest monster of all, the abyss itself. Merciless, destructive, and filled with rage. The ship is buffeted from side to side, only ever a moment away from being reduced to dust between two colliding whirlwinds. The commander lets the captain take the helm and gives the order to steer through the storm. The captain, handpicked for the expedition by Nocticula, is eager to prove that the Lady in Shadow made the right choice. Standing by the wheel, the Skywolf confidently steers the ship through the hurricane, craftily dodging whirlwinds that crumple the air like the hands of a dough-kneader. He directs the ship towards a barely visible spark of light in the dancing in the gloom. The spark keeps growing until it turns into a hole in the fabric of the hurricane. Battered and beaten, the ship barely breaks free of the storm's iron grip. Many sailors have been torn off the rigging by whirlwinds. A giant crack gapes in the hull, and some particularly damaging gusts have blown away the quarterdeck. Judging by the captain's observations, the hurricane has blown the ship far south. of the archipelago. The storm-battered vessel requires urgent repairs, and the stock of provisions and drinking water in the hold was not intended to support such an unpleasantly protracted journey. The lookout points to a violet glow on the horizon. The source is a series of glaciers which, thanks to their unique optical properties, reflect light and produce an amethyst glow that is visible from a great distance. This colossal natural beacon of giant purple glaciers erupts from the bowels of the island of Nahindri, home to pirates and slavers. One such horror of an aircraft emerges from the clouds to intercept the commander's ship. Numerous spikes impaled with writhing, flayed bodies decorate the pirate ship, and it looks like the sails are made of the skins of their unfortunate victims. A huge symbol on the sail indicates that the ship belongs to the cultists of Dagon, Shadow Lord of the Sea. With bloodthirsty screams, they advance on the commander's vessel. We can pretend to be Dagon cultists. Yeah, let's try that. Oh man, we're gonna suck at this. Because if we succeed, then the bluff's not gonna work. Maybe we don't do that. Let's order the crew to raise the flag of the Lady in Shadow. The pirate ship only gains more speed. It seems like Dagon cultists are especially eager to spill the blood of another demon lord's followers. The ships clash as boarding hooks fly in the air, bite into the ship and bind the vessels together in a web of ropes that kill any hope of escape. The boarding pirates launch themselves forward, brandishing their cleavers. The commander's sailors soar upward to meet them with the firm intention of keeping them away from the deck of their ship. We only have a 14. This is the closest one, but we're going to suck. During a particularly dangerous maneuver, the commander fails to keep the ship at a safe distance. Its stem post rams the pirate vessel's broadside. Locked in a deadly grip, both ships fall into the ocean. The commander and some of his companions manage to survive by climbing onto the wreckage of the ship. However, they can see nothing except the undulating surface of the ocean extending to the horizon in every direction. The expedition has ended in complete failure, as the commander is trapped without any reasonable prospect of reaching Solfir or returning to Lishnira. After days filled with nothing beyond subsisting on scraps of food and anxiously awaiting an unknown fate, the dark silhouette of an unfamiliar airship appears on the horizon. It spots the commander and changes course, heading straight for him. The ship approaching the commander sails under a banner displaying Hepsimira's personal emblem. The commander can now already see its crew, silent undead, elite warriors in life and now in death, armed with gleaming blades. We will valiantly fight the enemy. The commander faces off against Hepsimira's minions with the zeal of a true crusader, but the sides are dramatically unequal. After a brief and bloody fight, the boarding crew swarms the commander and entangles them in nets. Having tied up the commander, the silent thugs throw him into a stale and musty cargo hold. Their captain, an armor-clad, desiccated corpse with flaming red eyes, also a player character we can get, maintains a sepulchral silence, refusing to answer any questions. In the darkness, tracking time proves impossible, but the journey definitely lasts days. Long, excruciating days filled with boredom, bad food, and the sickening stench of corpses. Finally, the flight comes to an end. The commander and his companions, still tied up, are dragged out of the cargo hold. So you'll always reach this place. It's just, I don't know how you... I mean, I'm sure you can succeed and land on the island normally. We just failed abysmally with both groups, so... You've been thrown in a cramped, damp cage by Hepsimira's servants. Your captors have confiscated all your gear and equipment, so you must rely on your own abilities. The bars of the cage have completely rusted through, and it does not look as if the undead guards are paying you much attention. They seem to be muttering something under their breath, their mouths moving in a constant stream of ominous whispers. Bend these wretched puppets to your will. You cannot resist my power. You belong to me. Your power spreads out from you like a thin, invisible thread. They penetrate the empty skulls of the undead and spin a web of obedience and servitude around them. The whispers cease abruptly. All the undead guards open their mouths and declare with one voice, "We cannot resist your power. We belong to you." Thank you. I will go ahead and grab all my stuff. Just a mere 2,700 pieces of equipment. We are going to have to go through all of our gear and re-equip everyone. It shouldn't take the most time, but it's going to take a little bit. So I'm going to pause the video here, and we're going to go through and quickly re-equip everyone in the group. It's just going to be a little bit before everyone is all back to normal. So, see you guys in a couple seconds. Alrighty, gone through all my gear, I think. Hopefully, fingers crossed we got it all in the right place. Let's go see what's going on up here. You notice that your captor seems to be involved in a tense confrontation. A demon is blocking the undead knight's path, a smug grid spread across his impudent face. They're both too absorbed in conversation to notice you. What have you brought us, Castiglier? New slaves for the mines? They look strong. Should last a couple months at least. Well done, you bony cur. We spotted your ship before it arrived, so there's a unit waiting at the main gate to escort the prisoners to the new mine shaft. Well, what are you waiting for? Bring them to me, the demon grins, showing his rotten, filthy teeth. Stand aside, these prisoners are my prey. My mistress sent me to hunt them down, and I have tracked them for months. I will take them in for questioning myself. Our captors are busy settling their differences. Now is a good time to attack. Let's examine Castiglier with the penetrating gaze of a Lord of Death. The undead were created by someone very powerful, but you get the sense that they were made hastily, almost as an afterthought. The undead knight who leads them, however, is an entirely different matter. Whoever raised him to undeath clearly wished to condemn his soul to eternal torment. They personally claimed the knight's life and branded him with a seal of submission. If you destroy the knight and raise him again, you might be able to break the seal and subdue him. Spring from hiding, let out a ferocious battle cry. The demons stare at you in terror, startled by your sudden appearance. Their advantage in numbers does not lend them courage. Panic is written across their faces. What, Castiglier, how'd you manage to lose the prisoners? Useless deadbeat, this is your mess. You better clean it up. Melazmera will be told of your mistake. The demon rushes away, not even bothering to put up a fight. His hasty retreat causes the morale of his warriors to falter, and they flee in panic. Castiglier and his undead soldiers are the only ones who maintain their position. Fight for the glory of our mistress. Do not fear death, for it is already with us. That's not untrue, actually. Let's go smack him. Bunch of damage. He's coming in. That was a charge attack on his own. We are going to have to deal with the level drain annoyance, unfortunately. We missed our attack there. That's not exactly ideal. Hit those three. Castiglier took some damage. Bodak took some damage. Another Bodak is coming in. Let us not Sirocco our group. We're going to take this off. I'm going to take this off for bar entirely. Do not want to Sirocco my own team. Everyone has been knocked down. Let's get in here. Hit Castiglier and also rage up. Gonna 5-foot step away and just start try and pick off some of these Bodaks. Nope, didn't kill that one. Didn't kill that one. Alright. Super good job, guys, at all your missing of attacks. Our death gaze, our fort saves went well across the board. Oh, we didn't give a bow back to our what the hell's his name? Skeletal marksman. Whoops. Castiglier took some damage there. We could probably just, you know, flatten a couple of those. And that was the rest of that. Castiglier, now we can talk to him. We did get a couple level drains. A corpse lies at your feet. It's wearing an old set of knight's armor, and beneath the open visor you see a shrunken, mummified face with thin, shriveled lips and a sharp, angular chin. The dead man looks human, but even in death you can tell there's something not quite right about his features. However, it's not difficult to imagine what he must have looked like when he was alive. Resolute, proud, and courageous. Let's raise him up. Your power pours into the dead man's flesh. It fills the corpse, illuminating its dead eyes with crimson light and causing its limbs to shudder convulsively. A dry wheeze comes from the dead man's chest. From now on you will serve me, as you wish, my lord. The knight makes an unsuccessful attempt to rise, but his body is too broken and mangled. Alas, I am currently useless to you. I sense the loss of certain body parts of my body. I need time to put things right, and then I'll be able to obey orders again. Who were you in life? A look of pride flashes across his gray face, although his voice remains dry and impassive. I was once called Castiglier Mantiel. I was born on the material plane, far from Golarion. I was a paladin in the Order of the Burning Fist. It was an honor to serve in its ranks. My armor bore its insignia. We fought against the spread of evil, traveling across the plains to sever the grasping tentacles of darkness. I was a good soldier. I participated in numerous raids against the dark forces. However, an incursion into the Ivory Labyrinth led to my defeat, and I was turned into a weapon. That's where I became who I am now. How did you go from being Baphomet's enemy to his servant? We made a mistake. We did not know the danger that awaited us in the Ivory Labyrinth. The arrows fell like rain as we forced our way inside, and only 24 warriors survived the ranged assault. Then our path of retreat was cut off, and for many months we were forced to survive in the darkness. Wounded and filled with despair, we had to fight at every turn. Finally, we found a canal in the depths of the labyrinth. We seized a ship as it moved through the water and set sail, hoping the current would carry us away, but it was a trap. We were sailing straight into an ambush, and I knew it was an ambush all along. Darkness had devoured my spirit, and the Lord of Minotaurs had already had me in his thrall. I acted according to his will and followed his instructions. My comrades perished, and my beloved wife, my most faithful companion, was taken prisoner. I accepted my own fate. I was killed, but the memory of my wife kept my spirit from appearing in Pharasma's court. Baphomet saw what I had become and bent me to his will. He made me a slave, and my brothers and sisters in arms were raised to undeath. They served as a unit under my command. The brand of the Burning Fist was removed from my armor and replaced with the 5-pointed star. That is my story. You lost, so you have no one to blame but yourself. You maybe should have chosen your enemies more carefully. The law of war is harsh. The victor will ascend and the loser will fall. I lost and suffered the consequences of my defeat. When you can move again, come find me. The knight makes a concerted effort to get up, but his broken, mangled legs prevent him from rising. A shadow of annoyance flickers across his cold, leathery face. I will obey. Once I have recovered, I will set off, and I will find you. Cool. Unfortunately, we don't get his gear, which is actually pretty good gear, but oh well. I don't think we actually got full loot from this fight either. I think the Bodax didn't all die. Oh well, it's all good. Doesn't make a difference. Not that much of a difference anyways. Although the belt he has is very nice. Just gonna grab all the loot. There's one more chest up here. There's also a banner, but we're not going to use that yet either. That will cure some corruption when we need to rest, so we will get a few good rests in here if we need them, and we will, because there's some rather tough fights that are going to need a considerable chunk of our magic to deal with. There's a Nabasu somewhere. Okay, we'll hit that guy. Oh, there's a Babao coming up.
Kneel before me.
Missed that attack.
Spirits demand your blood.
Get her back away from melee. Some damage. Right, we didn't equip our marksman. We should do that after this fight. There's a Nabasu somewhere. There it is. It vampire touched us. How rude. Let's just heal up our group. We should probably cure that one level drain that we have. I think it's just the one on Darren. The Bodak is helping us in our fight. Cool.
No match for me.
Almost killed that Babao in one go. But not quite. God, I love chain lightning. It's so much fun. Oh, why are we getting level drained? By what are we getting level drained?
Let the attack commence.
Guy's dead.
You are today's sacrifice.
Your orders.
I'm kind of confused as to what we got level drained by, but it's fine. We'll cure it up. It's not that big of a deal. Who got hit by it? Camellia, for sure, is down 3 levels. Jeez, that's actually a lot of levels. Okay, well, let's do Nenio first. She's just down 1 level. Darren's down 3, and Camellia's down 3 as well. Do we just do greater restorations and call it done? No, that seems like it would cost us a lot of restoration dust. Diamond dust. Although this is only 1 at a time, although it is only 2, so that means 6 for each of those people, so it's still less than 10 from the greater restoration. Alright, well, it's fine. I know we have some earth elementals up here to kill, and then we have a dragon to fight. Those are going to be the big things we're going to do in this video. Oh. Cool. Oh, she had some negative levels and some permanent levels. This is a mobility 38 check, or 28 check, sorry.
Let's have some.
And it's going to bring us to these earth elementals. not a... I wish the Bodak wasn't coming. I think it's probably the thing that's going to cause us problems. I don't think it differentiates between us and enemies. Maybe something will kill it. Would have been nice if something had killed it.
They'll beg me to stop. I'll rip you apart.
That was meant to be just a 5-foot step, but not so much. One Earth Elemental's almost dead. I can't move too far. Which one do we can hit that one or that one? Good amount of damage done. One died.
I'll cut you wide open.
There's one more down, only one left to go.
Retreat is not an option.
Stop hitting my main character. He's
Out of my
squishy-ish.
sight. Burn, slice, behead. Yes, behead.
There we go. All of them are dead, and we're gonna go pick up this one piece of loot here. Regil is heavily encumbered
Tell me.
because he's fatigued for a minute. Right, okay, that's fine. He'll be fine. Got some diamonds, some other random
See that?
stuff. Now this fight against this dragon is actually quite challenging. The dragon has a lot of... I did save before I failed all of my DC 51 check. We only need to roll a 10 on Wendwalk to get that actually, so let's go back in time a couple seconds and see if we can't get that little perception check. There it is. So that treasure's there. This just says... The illusion makes this pile of cobblestones look like a pile of treasure, and this is actually the treasure. There's a dragon here. You can tell by the giant pile of treasure. We do have some Bodaks, but they are not going to be very helpful in this upcoming fight, to be completely honest. They are probably going to die.
So many thoughts, so little time.
And we're just going to have to try and suck it up and not die ourselves. So... let's grab... I don't think Blur is going to be all that useful. Most of its damage is ability drains, and I don't think Death Ward helps with that. We could always try it out. It doesn't hurt to do.
You deserve my obedience.
Does she not have wisdom? She does. She can cast spells. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be the worst. Okay.
Speak with your actions.
So we'll get mirror image.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
We are gonna need Bull's strength mass on everyone. There's a reason for that.
I'm always open
Okay,
to ideas.
Blur on Regil. Only really melee people are gonna need Blur. No one else will. This isn't a fight in which there's lots of ads or anything like that. It is a fight that we were gonna get pounded by ability drains.
Missed me already.
Temporary. I don't know if this counts as a lesser thing we can do. Okay. What else can we do
What's
for
on your
spells though?
mind? I wonder.
We have... Don't have very many dispel
Decide
magics.
already.
Which I guess is fine. It's not going to make that much of a difference anyways. We have Bull's strength. We'll grab Cat's Grace on him.
Where do you want me?
You can have... Actually, do we have Bless on?
Rules
We
are
don't.
made to be broken.
Bless. Okay, we're gonna start doing some closer to the combat type spells. We're gonna start casting Deva summons.
You are my favorite aid.
True Seeing for everyone.
Quick, quick, else we miss all the fun.
And we're gonna summon some creatures of our own with our Lich powers. Like a Korsh. And a Mastodon and a Plague Mastodon. Well, they're both Plague Mastodons, but whatever. You know what I mean. Okay, True Seeing's on.
Skip the pleasantries.
He's summoning.
Good.
You don't have any summons, do you? No.
Your orders, Commander.
Do you have a heal kicking around? Nope, that's not heal. You do. Why can't you use it? Is your wisdom not high enough? We can fix that. Okay.
I welcome your company.
We're gonna grab Holy... Oh, no, we're gonna wait for his summons to kick off first, and then we'll cast Holy Aura. Did he not start casting a spell? Oh, okay, so we're gonna have to be kind of careful how many of these things we summon. They're not gonna be Devas, but they will be Frost Giants. We'll get a few of them, and then we'll start the fight, and then we can get the rest of them as we go. But we're gonna want some smaller summons too, just for eating up. Okay, that's gonna have to be good. Do one more round, and then we're gonna have to grab haste.
Oh, yes.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Okay, so we're gonna move people around a lot. Windwog is coming over here. Nenio is coming over here. Oh shit, we don't have Remove Fear on, do we?
Already.
Who has Remove Fear as a spell?
I'll prove I'm the best.
Okay, now we can move people around.
Ready to move
Nenio,
Rules
Darren,
are made to be broken.
I crave
Windwog,
your commands.
Open your heart.
Camellia over here somewhere. Dog 1, Smilodon. Main
crave for
character
adventure.
in the corner-ish over here. Sort of like this direction, pointing the dragon away. We're gonna grab Mirror Image on our way in, but that's gonna be where we're gonna go. He's got 13 strength, so he should survive
To ideas.
at least the first blast of Breath Weapon. We'll see what happens with the second one. Probably gonna die. And let's start casting some of these. These might not work very well, but we'll try. Okay, now I need someone to start this fight. It's gonna be Regil.
Should we proceed?
Alrighty, let's try this fight yet again. This is a very, very tough fight. I think our other group had it easier, and I don't know why. Because Fear. They had much better Fear resistance than our current group does. Fear is annoying. We are definitely gonna get feared, but let's get Rage and Spirit Weapon up. Maybe we'll hit. No. Basically, our goal in this entire fight is to let the Sirocos win the fight for us while we just desperately try not to get feared. Let's get Bone Shield on ourselves. Try and keep ourselves alive, maybe for a little bit.
Retreat is not an option.
Once it's the dragon's turn, it's definitely gonna hit us with a fear. And we're probably all gonna run away. Don't really know what to do about that. There's really nothing I've been able to figure out that can save us from that.
On it! T! Go! They'll beg me to stop.
We get a lot of critical misses and basically no critical hits. So who's running away? Everyone, basically. Who's not running away? Darren. Literally just Darren, I think. He might have been out of range of the Triton. And we ran into the other room with the shards, so we can't win that. Let's try again. Another time. We just need some good luck with our rolls, which will never happen because we have terrible luck with rolls. Literally the worst. It's the dragons basically last this time, although that's not going to save us at all.
No match for me.
Look at this. We could get double, well, I guess critical. That first attack uses the same attack roll for both attacks, but even still, we could get double critical misses in a row. We haven't had a double critical hit for a very long time. We got a hit! Oh my god, we hit once! That is the greatest moment. We only hit on natural 20s, so we only have a 5% chance per attack to hit. Just so you know, that is our current... Our current goal is just to let the, is to hopefully survive long enough for the Seer Ghost to kill it. That's really it. That's all we got.
I'll cut you wide open.
And here comes the fear. It might not be as bad this time. Okay. Maybe we're gonna be okay. Let's do a quick... What kind of dragon is this, by the way? Chaotic Evil Dragon. It's not undead, is it? We can't just cast, like, heals at it and it'll die. It's not undead? It's not like a Dracolich. I've hit it for a whole 7 damage so far. Alrighty, let's try just a good old-fashioned... We can't do a good old-fashioned Flame Strike because we can't get into range. Actually, I need Darren to be out of this fight because if he dies, it's all over for our group. I just remember this. Okay, well that's going to be nothing we can do. More Sirocos. Looks like our main character is feared, or possibly just Shake. No, he's feared. He's definitely feared. He's gonna go do dumb things in the corner, but maybe that means he'll survive this attack. Windog is feared. She's not a big concern. We can keep her alive. Just by... Regil didn't get feared? Oh my. That's actually incredibly rare, and also really bad because I needed him to not be standing right there. That's fine. You know what? Go all in. Why not? That was stupid. I misclicked that. And Abaddon didn't get feared. Cool. We have 2 people around. Oh, Camellia's gone. Shadow Breath just killed Nenio. Where was she standing? How did Darren not get hit? Can we Breath of Life her? Maybe. Yes. Yes, we can. Cool. That was good. We kind of needed that. Oh, she's got that stupid debuff on right now. She's below a certain life total. Wait, that... Oh yeah, it's a demon graph and it's not a thing she can take off. My main character's being so stupid. This is gonna have to be okay, I guess. Windwog isn't incapable of fighting this time, so let's move her back and just kind of move her over like here. She can shoot sort of that way.
This one's mine.
And we missed all of our attacks. Missed all of our attacks. Missed all of our attacks. Camilla, you can just stay up there. We actually hit it for some damage there. That was actually not the worst thing in the world to have happen. Okay, let's heal up Nenio. We have an actual heal spell somewhere, right? Yes. Nenio's just gonna do her own thing for a little bit, but that's fine. We're doing some damage to the dragon. Nope. Okay, bye. Just freaking out up there all by ourselves.
I'll rip you apart!
She's taking a good chunk of damage.
Press the attack.
If we can just get a couple good crits on her, then we'll be okay. It's just getting those crits on her that's damn near impossible. Especially with our... Yay, a 23 hit. Nice, nice, nice. That was good. Just stay back up there. Nenio did 32 more damage to her. And our pet is dead. And a Bodak got hit by quite a lot of damage. I don't think healing everyone's gonna do anything of note. I know she's immune to destruction, so that's not gonna do anything. No, we can't do any damage with that. Bone Shaker won't do anything either. Let's just get him out of the way of this fight. Worst case scenario, right? We run away with Darren and res the whole group. Maybe. Do we have enough diamonds for that? It's possible. I guess it's possible. Let's see. How long does fear last for, by the way? Another 1 minute and 8 seconds. I love how the Soul Eaters wander in, realize that they're still afraid, wander away.
Retreat is not an option.
No hits. She's about half dead, give or take. That Soul Eater just tried to kill itself. Regel's gonna need more mirror images. I know that Flame Strike doesn't work, so let's not do that. We can summon some more things. Why not? Nenio's just bugged out because of her demon graft. Only 1 minute and 3 seconds left for him. Maybe. We'll see. Regil, you definitely need to mirror image up a little bit more. He has never arcane spell failured before. That is very annoying. But he got a hit in, so I'll take it. You just stay back there. Shadow Breath hit some people, but nobody died. Including Nenio. Good. I don't think Blade Barrier is going to work on her either. Her reflex save is probably very high, and I don't want to hit my own group members yet. There might come a time where I'm going to be like, you know what? Let's just hit our own group members. just not quite at this moment. How much longer on this now? 57 seconds. Sweet. Getting closer. Every round brings us one closer to being able to do something again. And another critical miss, yet our critical hits are very few and far between. Except that there's a critical hit right there, so I got lucky on that one. How much did I do? 32 damage, that's actually pretty good. She's currently at 215 life left. Windwog's dead. Could we get her up? Probably. Let's get her back to life and then go hide in the corner again. Almost a critical hit there. 16. That was closer. Come on, Nenio. I know you're demon grafted, but this is just kind of getting irritating now. The fear is the silliest part of this entire thing. It's so stupidly annoying. Windwog can just shoot, I guess?
No match for me.
There's always the chance to crit. So... he has like 11 attacks. You would think that statistically one of them would be a crit almost every time. But they're not. They never are. Who just died? A Bodak soldier just got vaporized. Go hide. Can't have him die. Come on, one hit. No hits. Still nothing from you. He's just gonna bounce around like a moron. Okay. Goodbye, Soul Eater. Come on, no hits. Okay, next one.
It is not an option.
Almost a hit, but still no hits. Hey, a skeleton marksman did a hit. I'm amazed. Something else just died. A Soul Eater just died, and a Bodak Sailor, I think, might have just died. Nothing. More damage. Wait, how much life is it at? 8 hit points. We might be able to do this. This is it. This is the attempt where we win. Somehow. Against all odds. It does survive until the next round. Unfortunately, it does have like a death thing. Like a death thrash type situation. Can we do a... no. Okay, but try and run away. I don't want Regil to die. All we need to do is wait till the end of the dragon's next turn. Regil, you're fine, right? You didn't die? Cool. I think it's at the end of this turn now. It's when it dies. There we go. Great success. 73,000. Sweet, sweet experience. Let's gather up. How many people died? Just our one Smilodon. We can actually...
Rules are made to be broken.
not even bother to bring it back, because we can just heal it later when we rest, because we're definitely going to rest. We're going to heal everyone, and we're going to start restoring people, because we have many, many debuffs to restore. Let's get one restoration done there. Can't believe how tough that fight is. 15 strength, healed up there. Nenio's also got a bunch. Looks like they're all temporary though, so that's nice. Do you have any? Nope. Okay, you need one, and then also our pet here needs one as well. Nenio had negative... oh, right, because Breath of Life. So, we successfully killed the dragon. Stupid dragon. Kyrieru had 36 drained strength and was still alive, I might add. Clutch of Corruption is a belt which gives +4 to strength, +8 to con. In addition, when the wearer of this belt confirms a critical hit with a natural weapon, the enemy must pass a will save or become vulnerable to negative energy and unholy damage. It's actually pretty nice. Amulet of Mighty Fist +3, Ring of Evasion, Ring of Protection +2, Cloak Resistance +2, some other random junk. $87,000. This is actually one of the best items we get from it. It's too bad that we're not going to have Regil for too much longer. Whenever the wielder of this +5 vicious gnome hooked hammer lands 3 consecutive hits on the same enemy, they must pass a fort save or become fatigued. Whenever the wearer lands 3 consecutive hits on a fatigued enemy, they must pass a fort save or become exhausted. It's also a +5 weapon. Unfortunately, there's nothing else that's really that good in here other than that. The breastplate is a +1 breastplate. 100 diamond dust is pretty okay. 2 diamonds is also quite good. And some jade, and some a ruby, and some other random things. I'm just gonna grab... Oh, the other thing that's good is the Tome of Understanding. +2 to Wisdom. Now, you would think
This way.
it would be a colossal waste to give it to our main character, and it would be. But, here's the thing. None of these other group members are going to be with us
Shall we
soon.
move? We shall move.
So we're going to use a very valuable +2 book on, like, the worst character to give it to. He doesn't get anything from Wisdom. I mean, I guess he does. He gets will saves. So, you know what? That will save +1, I'll take it. So there we go. Oh, that was a tough fight. I'm actually very pleased that that happened and that we won. Where do we go now, though? Nowhere, because we're going to call it a video there. That was enough. That was a good fight. We can call it a video at that point. We successfully destroyed the dragon. Got a bunch of experience for it. I have no idea how you're going to do it. How you're supposed to do that on a solo playthrough? I'm going to have to give that some serious thought. Anyways, for now, though, I'll leave you guys here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. I'll see you next time.